Whoa!
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Steve's joining us from Woods. He just informed me that song from Bad Company was about Jimmy.
Yeah, I believe.
Wait, you didn't say I believe before.
I was always operating under the assumption that Bad Company wrote that song about Jimi Hendrix because if you listen to the lyrics, I mean, it's basically his story. I don't know if they admit to the fact that that's not about, Johnny, because they use the word Johnny in referencing they didn't say Jimmy. But I think it was maybe in a way to not...
We'll ask Seth later when he comes in.
To not get sued from the estate of Jimi Hendrix. They used a different name.
Pete writes in on the 805 lines at the 805 text line at 805-543-3693. Says, Jeremy, I think Jeff cheated on that Hendrix pick. No way. That is better than Watchtower. I agree. But it was fine. I
didn't cheat.
What do
you think I did? I text 3 people and said, hey, guys, we're going to call up and say Castle's made of sand?
What happens, Steve, is there's definitely people pick sides in this marriage, okay? And there's the Jeff team and there's Jeremy's team, all right? And Jeff team is just a little bit more savvy on calling in faster, so... That's fine. I realize I got the derps. It's good. I'm good with it. No offense, Pete.
They just have nimble fingers.
And so, Jeff's posse called in. That's fine. I get it.
I don't think in that instance, I don't think that was the case. I think that Castle's Made of Sand is a far superior song to All Along the Watchtower.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people texting in, even though I wouldn't take texts because if it was Watchtower, I would have. But Johnny Muffcakes, Danny Horn, Angela.
And it's one that you hear Watchtower all the time. You never hear Castles Made of Sand. And it's a great song.
That's true.
It's very radio friendly at 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
How about Ginger Baker, man? He really kind of let us know what was happening there. See, I always thought it was Jimmy died of drugs, too. I thought he was way into drugs. He was just sick and drunk and vomited on himself.
I had a friend right after high school died the same way Jimi Hendrix did.
Yeah, because if you pass out on your back, I got to quit doing that. You ever drink a bunch and then you fall asleep on your back because you just passed out on your back? You wake up in the morning, your throat is killing you because you were snoring so hard? God, if I would vomit, I would probably choke. That's not a good thing to do. Whenever you're going to pass out stomach down.
The best thing I've ever seen Jeremy do while intoxicated was fall asleep mid-sandwich on a chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box. And it was...
It was a 99-cent chicken sandwich, so it was small.
It was like, when I say fall asleep mid-chicken sandwich, he'd literally taken a bite and then fallen asleep halfway through the bite.
So you're chewing.
So the sandwich...
We just spent 10 days in an RV with 13 people in a 30-something foot RV, and then we in San Diego, back up to Seattle. Yeah, I was exhausted.
We got stuck in a traffic jam between Portland and Seattle, and he was the one that was ganged up on the drinking game. So he was really intoxicated, and so we took him to Jack in the Box after we got home. And he got the chicken sandwich, and he took one bite, and then as he was taking the bite, fell asleep, and the chicken sandwich was stuck inside of his mouth. And it was a mouthpiece, like it was Steph Curry's mouthpiece, except for the chicken sandwich was protruding out from his face.
Well, Steve, remember when we put the pizza in at your house, and I was crashing over there?
You saved us, buddy.
And I woke up to the smoke alarm going off. It was the pizza was overdone. Still ate it.
Nice charcoal.
I appreciate that, buddy.
It was the only pizza we had. You had to find the parts that weren't super burnt and go for it.
It's not too bad.
You got to do what you got to do. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Well, I know we love talking about good old times and everything else, but I mean, I know you want to talk about what's going on at Woods right now. The Wiggle Waggle Walk for Woods Marathon is still happening right now. This has been going on for several weeks now, right?
Yeah, so we started it on September 1st, and so Wiggle Waggle is our large annual pledge walk fundraiser that we hold for Woods. It's where we get the community to engage and go out and set up a fundraising page and then get their friends, family, neighbors, coworkers to contribute, to get involved and get engaged and to raise that desperate money that we need out of the shelter to support the animals. And this year, we're not able to have the actual in-person Wiggle Waggle Walk, and that's where we would have the big pet fair and parade through downtown San Luis Obispo, and evolve that into, we're still having the fundraising campaign, and we're doing a virtual 5K in place of the physical pet fair event. And so folks can go to woodshumane.org/walk2020, or just go to woodshumane.org. The information's right on the homepage. Click the link, go register for the walk, get yourself a limited edition Woods Humane Society 2020 face mask by registering. You can also raise $50 and get the event T-shirt. Sign up for the virtual 5K, and then we're going to have meetups throughout the county over the next 6 weeks or so. And folks can go out, bring their dog out, and go, take a stroll or a run or a skip or a hike down, Bob Jones Trail or the Three Bridges Trail up in Atascadero. On the 19th, we're doing a Cayucas to Morro Bay beach walk. So there's a lot of activities that people can get involved with and get engaged with. But underlining everything, it's trying to, of course, set up those fundraising pages, get more businesses involved, get the community involved, and to continue to see what we're able to accomplish together as we work through this whole pandemic situation.
Yeah, I've seen on the news there's places where animals are getting the coronavirus, but I mean we haven't had any cases like that in San Luis Obispo, right?
No, we haven't seen anything like that. In fact, I don't know. I don't have any information on that. I haven't been following up on any of those stories on the animals getting the COVID.
I mean, I can just think of a few, and I think it was in New York or something because everybody probably living on top of each other.
Headlines.
I noticed that a lot of people are spending more time with their pet. I'm spending so much more time with George because you can't see a lot of other people, or you can see them, but I mean a lot of people are easy about it, especially around here. Mm-hmm. So if people are looking for animals, I mean, what's the shelter capacity at right now? And I know it's typically down from what it normally is.
We have, over the last few months, we have been operating on a limited or reduced capacity. And, there's a lot of, every one animal that comes through woods, there's a lot of steps that animal has to go through as far as medical and intake and animal care and adoption and so forth. So we've had to reduce our capacity out at the shelter. I am seeing an increase in animals. It's slowly kind of ratcheting up as we're, trying to expand and reopen more of our systems out at the shelter in a safe way, of course. So I am seeing an increase there. The one thing I've noticed, though, is a lot of times these animals that maybe have stuck around a little longer or maybe more prone to sticking around, maybe they have reduced, kennel presentation or whatever the issue might be. Because of the limited number of animals we have available for adoption, more people are seeing them, more people are meeting them, and we're actually seeing them go to those loving homes a lot faster. On the flip side of that, too, we're also seeing less returns, which is fantastic. And I think part of that is because, as you're saying, people have more time to spend at home with their animals, especially their new animals that they adopt. And so they're more prone or likely to maybe work through either behavior issues or behavior issues aren't necessarily manifesting because that transition period when the animal's coming into that new environment, I mean, if you're not leaving the house either for a few weeks or months, I mean, that's a great opportunity to bond with your animal and work through any potential behavior issues you might have or your animal might have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, man. Well, it's woodshumane.org. That's the website. You can link up with the Wiggle Waggle there, and you can help try to raise some money and have some fun with your four-legged friend. And, of course, check out all the animals. If you're looking for an animal, or if you're looking to surrender an animal, still a good source to go to, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The other thing I want to mention, too, is we have had the ability to reopen our online appointment system for our spay or neuter programs. So if you have a dog or cat that needs to be altered, go to spacelowcounty.org for information on how to get that appointment on the books and get your animals fixed so we can stop making more unwanted animals in our community.
Hey, by the way, fantasy football note here real quick. Steve's in our league. You won last week, right? 1-0?
I did, yes, I did.
Congrats. The reigning champion.
Congratulations to you as well.
Yeah, I got to win. And who are you playing this week?
Liddell.
Okay, good. All right. Well, congratulations on 2-0.
What was that for? What do you have against Liddell?
Nothing. He just forgets to set his lineup. But I guess, it actually still is a challenge because there's no bye weeks yet. So it should be a good challenge. All right. Anyway, Steve. All right, man.
All right. Talk to you guys later. All
right. See you later. Give all the four-legged guys and girls out there a little scruff, a little pet on the head. Poll question. Haven't even talked about it. Talking about the smoke. Smoke's a lot better today, but we're asking you, are you staying inside because of the smoke? And I'm going to say, not really. But yes, I haven't been doing as much outside, but I'm going to get out this weekend, but the smoke is a lot better. It's the best it's been. And I don't know if it's going to get worse or not. So
can you answer the question, Mr.
it's hard
West?
to, because it's not a yes or a no for me. It's a little gray. It's yes. I guess I'm no. I guess I'm not just staying inside, because I'm not going out as much.
Are you staying inside more? So the answer is yes. Because if you're staying inside if the thought has crossed your mind, I'm not going to go outside because it's too smoky, then you have to answer a yes to that question.
Okay, then I'll put yes.
I would think.
No, I am going outside.
For me, I really haven't let it affect me at all. I don't even think. But then I realized...
Normally I take George out for walks, and we're not doing that.
Yeah, sometimes
we're just playing in the house.
Sometimes I'll take a look outside and I'll see people doing like jogging or doing like extraneous activity, and I'm thinking, oh, that's a little much. But then I go outside and do whatever it is I was going to do. I'm just not going to jog. Took the kids for a bike ride yesterday. It's a little smoky yesterday.
No.
Took the kids for a long bike ride. I think they were fine. I think I was fine.
If you can't smell it, I think you're fine. If you can smell it, then maybe. Hashtag politics in your life. Have you had enough of this yet? Politicians running your life, telling you what to do. Well, Marco Rubio and Rick Scott. Rick Scott. They want to tell you more what to do. Check it out.
Florida Senators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott just introduced legislation that would keep us on daylight saving time through November 2021. They say this would help provide stability for families who are already dealing with enough change and disruptions. Senator Scott says families could use a little more sunshine to enjoy.
Where would we
Enjoy
be?
what?
Where would we be without politicians? Come on, man. You guys are really there to save the day for us with the extension of the daylight savings time.
Wouldn't that be weird? We're just used to setting the clock back in the fall.
I don't care. I don't like it. I hate changing the clock. I don't like it at all.
You get to sleep in an extra hour.
In the fall. In the spring, though, it sucks.
So anyways, I don't know if that's going to pass or work or whatever, but I know daylight savings time has been on the forefront of everybody's mind every election.
On the forefront, yes. It is at least the number 2 reason why I pick a candidate.
Well, there's other things. There's measures like this, and like that's what they're trying to do now.
Do you think Marco Rubio and Rick Scott got together and like, okay, we know how we're going
to win on daylight savings.
Secure the vote. Daylight savings, okay? Nobody wants it to get dark early in Florida because it's sunshine, baby. And nobody wakes up early here anyways because they're all unemployed.
Is that funny?
No, it's not.
Why are you laughing then?
Because I don't know what is the catalyst for
As somebody who's employed, it's very rude to laugh
for
at
Florida's
unemployed people.
problems. I don't know what the catalyst for Florida's problems were, so I just automatically went there with unemployed. Like, oh, everybody gets arrested there for doing silly stuff anyways. It's the heat and it's the unemployment.
All right.
I wasn't laughing at the unemployed. What I was laughing at was Florida, basically. I don't know how to pin it down. But I mean, I like Florida, and when I've been to Florida, I feel like everybody wakes up late there anyways. So it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like here in essence that, here I know a lot of people sleep in. A lot of people. We're not one of those people or two of those people. We do not sleep in, but a lot of people around here sleep in. A lot. And now,
if it wasn't for this job, I would probably sleep in. I would just wake up when I wake up.
Now, because of COVID, sleeping in more.
Till what time? Are you talking about the weekends?
Doesn't matter. I mean, 11, 12. I mean, for some instances.
What?
Yeah, some people will do that.
No, you.
No, me?
Oh.
No, I never sleep in.
God, I'm lucky to make to 7. I think the other day I made it to 6:58. I'm like, yes.
What I don't understand
7 o'clock
with my kids is they want to sleep in during the weekdays when they have places to be and I have places to be. But then on the weekends, it's like 4:30 in the morning and they're like, come on, let's get up. I'm like, what are you?
It's Saturday.
I'm like, come on, you idiots. What are you doing? Get back to sleep. So I want it to be darker later in the morning, I guess, because however you have to work that out, darker later in the morning is the best because I could trick my kids into still thinking it's nighttime and tell them to go back to sleep. So I guess keeping it the same way would help that cause, right?
I just realized my dad and Jimi Hendrix, born Johnny Allen Hendrix in Seattle, November 27th, very close to my birthday, 23rd, just for you, if you're
just
putting
4
it
days.
in your calendar.
Just 4 days. And you know what? Still just a day. Still just a day.
Thanks, Jeff.
Jad.
1942. My dad was born in 45. Had no idea they were so close in age.
3 years.
Pretty interesting stuff.
Wow. Super, super interesting.
After serving in the military, he went over to the UK to become a sensation in 66.
I joined this band. I knew about 3 songs. And when it was time for us to play on stage, man, I was like this, And then I had to play behind the curtains, I couldn't get up in front.
He was very shy.
You know what's weird? Is Jason Sudeikis celebrating a birthday today? Same age as me.
Okay, I get it.
Pretty interesting stuff.
God!
He was born in September, and I was born in January of 1975.
Oh, so you're older.
Yes, I am older than Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah. And he's older than me. You're both older than me.
He still doesn't change the fact that he still does not do a very good Joe Biden.
He's 45 today, huh?
Yeah, happy birthday, Jason Sudeikis.
Okay, I'm good with Jason Sudeikis. I think I look older than Jason Sudeikis. I'm not good with that, but I'll deal with it. We're going to get Seth in here. He'll say something brilliant, I'm sure.
I'm going to probably say, man, you don't understand.
He'll tell us something we didn't know about Jimi Hendrix.
How old's
we'll
Seth?
confirm that shooting star story from...
Dr. Ben Carson?
It better not be a birthday thing, because that's been played. That card has been played.
Turned 69 years old today.
See, that's been played.
Coming up, we'll find out how close of age he is to Seth.
Seth, surrender. Get in here.
Seth Blackburn.
Maybe he's busy doing something
It's
else.
Friday. Jeremy needs to get the hell out of here, man. I
Want to
tell
see
you.
how close he is to Ben Carson's age?
I don't know how old Seth is. Will Seth tell us how old he is?
I don't think so. I don't think we'll get an honest answer from Seth.
How old's a piece of string?
Can I guess how old you are?
Too goddamn old, isn't it?
Are older than Ben Carson? No. Ben Carson has youth.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Youth looks.
Yeah.
69 is pretty old. He does look young, though. Ben Carson looks younger than 69. I was surprised.
That's how old he is?
He looks 59.
He does.
He should be older.
I would say Seth is...
Everybody in politics is old.
Yeah, that's true. I would say Seth is as old as Ben Carson looks.
59?
Yeah.
Do we need to take this discussion outside, young men?
Now, I'm going to say he's more like 50. He's in the 50s, right? We're in the 50s? Yeah.
He's shaking his head, yes.
50,
For those of you following along.
6.
For the last time. I'm in my 50s for the last time. Last year.
Oh, so you are 59.
Yeah.
Why do you want to fight Jeff then?
I don't want to fight anybody.
Well, you said you take it outside. That means that's code word for fighting.
Oh, well.
I got my money on you, by the way.
I just thought he was going to try to prove to me that he can breathe the air and still stand at his age.
It's actually... Did you guys check the air quality today?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I was not doing my walk. I did it Monday, and for the rest of the day and the next day, I felt like kind of a burning in the throat and chest. But
what does it say?
It says 20-something. It's been like 100, almost 200.
Yeah, it's been bad.
So it's way down.
I mean, you actually can see blue in the sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Yeah, I didn't feel any ill effects, but...
Did you get the app on your phone? Is that how you do it?
No, it's on the weather with the phone. You scroll way to the bottom of it. It has the air quality thing.
Ah.
It should.
We have the iPhone?
I think so, yeah.
All right, San Luis Obispo. Air quality index, 26.
26. It was more like 195.
I don't even know what that means.
The other day.
But 195 sounds
what
bad.
does it say next to it? Good.
Good,
It
yeah,
went
it says
from
good.
very unhealthy
Today's good.
unhealthy to moderate to good.
Really?
I see a 43 today. Tomorrow, let's see here. Tomorrow, today's Good Friday. Okay,
Here we go.
Hold on.
I got my parents where they used to live up in the Northwest, across from Seattle.
Uh-huh.
In Port Orchard, it says unhealthy air quality.
Yeah, it's bad up
and it's
there.
at 153.
Oh, yeah. Like Portland
153.
area is real bad.
Vancouver, BC is the worst, second worst in the nation today, and Kazakhstan is number 1. So that's what we're.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
High five.
Can't breathe the air. Very nice.
You two are prostitute.
It's safe to breathe your farts.
It's going to be moderate through the weekend here on the Central Coast, and then good on Tuesday. So things are looking up.
Get out there.
No, really
I'm going to go
bad
outside
ones.
tomorrow.
Tuesday was the last day that was unhealthy for sensitive groups.
Well, yeah. Well, it's so bad. It's like, okay, you can finally eat out, but you got to be outdoors. Well, now you can't be outdoors. It's like,
But now you can. This weekend, all the stuff that you've been putting off from going out and visiting restaurants that only allow you to eat outside, you should be able to do it this weekend.
Mike would like you to play some Hendrix deep tracks. He says Rufus was looking forward to that.
Deep tracks.
We did. We played Circles in the Sand, or Castles in the Sand.
or something like that.
Sand castles. We played sand castles.
Did you know
earlier.
he didn't even write All Along the Watchtower?
Yeah, Bob Dylan did.
Okay.
Everybody had to tell me.
Your research.
Like
Oh, okay.
mine.
Well, there you go.
Everybody has to be the smartest
They
guy.
found out.
Now that we have the text, everybody loves it.
And now you're talking about Shooting Star being about him?
No, that was Jeff that said that.
Okay. The only problem with that is he was a schoolboy when he heard his first Beatles song. He's as old as the Beatles.
True.
So-
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So you were
But
wrong.
a lot of
But
it could be.
if Bad Company has taught us anything, and Paul Rogers has taught us anything,
You don't have to rhyme. You don't have to make sense. Yeah. There you go. Just listen to Good Lovin' Gone Bad.
Yes.
Hey, wanted to throw this out there. Somebody asked us if we could bring this up tonight.
And all right now.
It's tomorrow night. It's cruise night in Napomo. It's the third Saturday, which means they'll be cruising down to Napomo. They're meeting at the mayor's place.
You know,
they're
were
cruising
doing
all
that.
over Old Napomo to New Napomo.
They
and
were
all
doing that in Templeton, and then I kind of forgot about it. I mean, it's 2 blocks away from where I live, but if I'm not paying attention, I wouldn't even know.
It kind of fizzled in Templeton, which I was kind of
guess.
surprised. I thought it was going strong for the summer months and 4th of July.
The novelty might have worn
or
off.
3rd of July, and then it just kind of went away.
They're going to have beer and food and DJ.
Oh, cool.
I guess the DJ plays as you drive by.
Mhm. Well, they didn't have the concerts in the park that they've had in Templeton. I swear people will go out Wednesday night and sit in little groups just like hoping somebody... I even thought, I'd grab my equipment, my guitar. And just,
Yeah, you should.
Start playing. Got a built-in crowd. And,
Boombox.
yeah, but then I'd probably get arrested for,
You would.
causing a gathering or
For
something.
inciting a riot.
Inciting a non-social distancing
What if you
event.
just played in your driveway? Aren't you across the street from the park?
Sorta. Yeah, and Jeff probably knows my driveway's in back.
Kitty
Wouldn't work so well.
corner and down the street away.
Oh, okay.
You'd really have to broadcast it.
Well, I don't know.
And
I mean,
some neighbors might get mad in between the two areas.
not the next door. They make plenty of noise. But,
this is your way to get back to
yeah,
them.
I mean, we hear the concerts in the
their house.
park. So, yeah.
All right. Well, Seth is up next. We'll see you back here on Monday.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Ever wonder what it's like to work with Jeff and Jeremy?
Why are you so cranky?
It's early. Let's be real with
All
people.
right, let's
okay?
be real.
Work with them at home on demand by subscribing to Jeff and Jeremy in the morning, wherever you get your podcasts. All the benefits of working with them with none of the smell. Oh, somebody light a match. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.